This is Andy Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I am joined by father of two-weight world champion Billy Joe Saunders in Tom Saunders. Tom, how are you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. Bit cut off from UK. Feeling a bit lonely. There's no UK press or anything allowed in yet. I don't know what's going on there. But, training's good. Everything's looking good there. The camp's doing their job. Trainers, nutritionists, strength and conditioning trainer, MTKs on their job. Everything's good on that department. A little bit let down with a promotional side at the moment, I'm afraid. But apart from that, getting ready for the fight. It's going lovely.
Tom, obviously you mentioned the promotional side there. I was going to come on to it, but as you've mentioned it, I saw your son's interview with IFL. I think I can't remember, it was yesterday or the day before that, with regards to a few different kind of issues which he raised. One of those being there's no British judge as far as he's aware now. Money involving kind of fight fans now being in attendance. Originally, he thought there would be nobody there. Just kind of getting your thoughts on it all, Tom. What do you make of it all and your understanding of it?
Well, my thoughts of it, I mean, in the talks, with this fight, it was talked about, as I say, a UK judge. I spoke to Eddie Hearn at this facility a few days ago. I fucked the subject up, and he said, in the state where Billy Joe's boxing in Texas, they don't have international judges. So I said, I was led to believe that there would be a British judge, a UK judge. Well, unfortunately, now that's not the case. Now, MTK, I've spoke to them, me and Mark, and they're on it now. So them guys are sort it out, hopefully. But what they did say is, what Eddie Hearn did say is that we can have a look at the judges panel. We can't pick a judge, but you can vet the judges that you don't like the sound of, if you know what I mean. So, I spoke to MTK and they're on it. So, but as for Matchroom at the moment, they're showing us no love at all here, no love at all. Eddie sort of turned up here the other day. I didn't want to see him, watch Billy Joe work out, to be honest with you. This is how bad it's got. There's no loyalty. If there's no loyalty, there's no trust. His loyalty lies with Canelo Alvarez. Simple as that. And he showed that to us. Well, to me, yes, he showed that. For instance, there was an interview the other day what was popped up with Canelo Alvarez speaking to some US media, right? On a video link, and he's talking about the fight, Canelo. Then they asked him the question of how is the ticket sales, and he said, asked Eddie. The next thing, Eddie's popped up from behind this, the screen like that, and he's saying it's, we've got 5,000 tickets left to sell, and the interviewer asked him, what's the figures like? He said, that's for me to know and you to find out. But he looked at Canelo and said it mounts up to lots and lots of money. Now, we are chasing Matchroom up to get Mark's Fight Corner over on Fight Week. He's cuts man, he's corner men. Now, camp manager Tom Watts has been chasing Matchroom up. Now, that shouldn't be an issue. That's the second part of the team. That's on fight night. Mark needs his team now, right? And they're saying that we got to fly them over ourselves. Now, what's all that about? If you're trying to keep your fighter happy, if he's your fighter, you want to keep him happy. That's the norm. You need your fight team. Nobody Hearn's got the waivers, right? It's down to him to get the fight team over. Don't mess about. Get them over. Show a bit of love here to your fighter. He's your fighter. Canelo's not his fighter. I mean, on fight night, we're facing 70,000 screaming Mexicans screaming for his blood, right? We're fighting Canelo Alvarez. And it seems like now we're fighting a promotional team as well. That's not good. That's not good. That's my view. I mean, Billy, you know, it goes over his head, right? And he just laughs it off. Me, it winds me up. And at the end of the day, we was told the other day from a good source, I'm not going to swear or anything, but Eddie Hearn said, if Billy Joe wins this fight, he's going to F things up for us. Now, if that's true, and it's come from a good source, I'm disgusted with that, disgusted. You know, and if I would have known that the other day when Eddie Hearn come to this facility, bragging about, you know, he's having steak meals with Canelo and all this, you know, I would have pulled him up on it and asked him, is it true? But if it seems like to me, they think they got a sacrificial lamb here, right? Billy Joe ain't no sacrificial lamb. Billy Joe's a lion. When he walks down them steps, when he steps into that ring, he's going to roar. And when he roars, they're going to know how big of a lion he is. So Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Hearn, get your fighter ready, Eddie Hearn, because he's going to need it. I'm just hoping that this judging situation, because now there's a lot of things going through me head, right? I mean, I love boxing, love it. Been around it all my life in one form or another. I just want this fight to be fair and just. I mean, there's two fighters in that ring, two fighters, right? And two good fighters, two champions. Both of them's got dreams. My son's got a dream. My son wants to unify the titles the same as Canelo. Give us a fair chance, Eddie Hearn. Give us a fair chance. Give UK a fair chance. You know, that's all fast. And we don't want no favours. We don't want nothing. Just get a flight, you know, get a corner team over. Give us that respect. And you know, in fight night, we'll show you. My son will show you. You know, I mean,
I was just going to say, obviously, sorry, carry on, sorry.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, at the end of the day, we need some love from the fans back home. Not only the gypsy community, Joe's loyal, non-travelling fans. We need some love. Get on the internet, get on Eddie Hearn's webpage. I don't know how it works because I'm computer illiterate. You know, I ain't even got a phone yet. But get on there. Get the message out there. You know, this fight's got to be fair. Judging's got to be fair. Show us some respect and some love. And I'll tell you another thing. The old gypsy magic, it's in play. I'm telling you, it's in play. The spell's been cast. And everybody out there, get on the internet, feel the love, let it in your hearts, and you'll have a hell of a lot of luck and it'll put a smile on your face. Get behind your UK fighter. That's what I've got to say.
There's quite a few things there that you've said. I just want to kind of dissect a little bit. One of those being that you said you've heard from a good source that Eddie mentioned that if Billy was successful against Saul Canelo Alvarez, he would F things up for you guys. Just kind of, can you just expand on that?
It would F things up for Eddie Hearn.
Okay.
If Billy, come on, from your own promoter, supposed to be working for you. How can you trust a guy? You know, you're supposed to go to your promoter if anything's not right. You know, you ask questions. They're supposed to help you. He's showing no love at all, mate. No, the only love he's showing is every opportunity is with Canelo. You know, he's everywhere with Canelo. Even in his training camp, he's done interviews where the ring's at the back of him, in the background. Now, I understand business. I'm an idiot, right? You know, Eddie Hearn's got a business interest, right? And in my opinion, this fight, it's not in Eddie Hearn's interest for Billy Joe to win this fight. And that's worrying. That's worrying. I mean, I'm not saying there's going to be any toward sort of judging. I just want experienced judges, right? Experienced judges that know their job and the referee and don't get carried away when they get 70,000 fans screaming when Canelo just dips a shoulder or moves his head. Because we haven't had a large crowd like this for a while, you know? And at the moment, I'm not trusting anyone. I don't call trouble or anything, but this is my son, right? And I don't even really want Eddie Hearn in the dressing room, in the corner, walking over. I don't want him to upset my son. I'm fighting him. So if he watches this, show a bit of respect, stay in the corner where, you know, where you belong, and that's in Canelo's corner.
Tom, on the UK judging front, how confident are you that something can be kind of done there to be able to get a UK judge over, or do you think it's
Not
impossible
not
now?
confident. I don't know if it's right or not. I mean, I've only listened to Eddie Hearn, but apparently the situation is that state do not allow international judges. Whether that's the truth or not, this is the situation we're in. We don't know. If it comes to matchroom, we don't know, to be honest. But as I say, Joe's manager side of it, MTK, they're on it. You know, whatever they say, we believe and trust. You know, there's trust and loyalty there, and that's what it's all about.
Before these past few days, before your knowledge on what's kind of come to fruition, when you travelled out there, did you have any concerns about Billy being the away fighter? Did you have any worries?
No. Look, Billy Joe fight anywhere, right? It's bred in us sort of people, right? I mean, he would fight Canelo in a phone box if he had to. Right? That's what sort of person he is. It's just another fight to him. You know, I mean, you asked him, he'd say he's a good fighter. He's not God. He's just another fighter. He's a fighter that's been lucky well, he's been beat 3 times, in my opinion. He had 2 lucky escapes from the judges with Golovkin and the other guy.
Lara,
right?
yep.
He was on them 2 fights, and he had out from the judges, and he was 100% beat by, as we all know, the man himself, Floyd Mayweather. So, you know, he's a beaten fighter. He has been beaten, and he will taste defeat again, you know. And in that fight, them 2 fighters will know who's winning, who's getting the best of one another, and that'll all come flashing back to him. Canelo Alvarez he will taste defeat again. He won't like it, but he'll taste it.
Tom, just on kind of preparations and the training front, how has Billy fared in this camp? Have you seen kind of not a revived Billy, but an even more motivated version of Billy because of what's at stake and what's on the line?
Yeah, he wants to prove everyone wrong. I mean, he's got his doubters in the UK. He's got his doubters here, around the world. And it's not a case of, you know, you're fighting Canelo. It's not a case of the money, even though it's about the money. It's just getting the win with Billy. He wants to prove everyone wrong. And he's never been no different. From 6-year-old till now, never been no different. Never. And I think everyone's going to be shocked, you know. But hey, this is boxing. If Billy Joe loses, we'll shake his hand. We'll walk over and shake Canelo's hand. If he wins, we want to win. That's all I'm saying. Be fair, you know, and everything should be okay, hopefully.
For
the UK fans, please, show us some love over here. Show us some love, because we need it, brother. I'm telling you.
One of the things I just want to touch on with Billy is I saw some comments about Canelo and Caleb Plant negotiating a fight.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. This is another thing. What I've, you've fought it to my attention. We've been told that there's been talks that Caleb Plant's been approached for, you know, to fight straight after Billy. What's this about? You know, now we're hearing this stuff and it's true, you know. So what's that about? What does that tell you? Me as a parent, that tells me, hang on, something's going on here. I mean, I live off my wits. My people survived for hundreds of years with 3 things: wits, gut feeling, right? And I can't think of the other one. Right? But what I'm saying is, my gut feeling is telling me, instinct, my gut feeling, my 3 senses are telling me something's not right. You got the Canelo team either very stupid in overlooking Billy Joe, and they're not stupid. No, they're not stupid people. Or they know something we don't. They're pretty sure of the outcome of this fight. And if that's the case, pretty worrying, isn't it? You know, I mean, if it was your kid in there, would you be worried? You know, I mean, when you're hearing this sort of stuff, come on, it's not good.
Tom, just one final thing I want to touch on. I know Tyson Fury's travelled out there. What's it been
Yep.
like for Billy to have Tyson around?
Big boost. Big boost. I mean, we've been in the top ranked gym, using that, fellas in there, Frank and Jose, brilliant. You know, they've got some good fighters in that gym. You know, we're meeting up with Tyson in there. I do believe Tyson will be there for the fight. A big boost. And, you know, Tyson's looking forward to the fight. He's got full confidence in Billy, the same as the rest of us. And he's a little bit upset over certain things, what's been done and said. But I'm sure when the time's right, you know, he'll speak about whatever he's got to say about Mr.
Just on the Tyson front, there's obviously a lot of talk about a potential AJ fight, that undisputed fight. From your kind of thoughts, Tom, do you think we will see the pair of them meet this year, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua?
I'm not sure. It's all tied up at the moment, isn't it? But that fight's got to happen, isn't it? You know, it's where, when, I don't know. But that fight, UK fans, fans around the world, that fight got to happen. It will happen, but when? Who knows? You know, it's all paperwork at the moment, and God knows what. But no, I'm looking forward to that fight.
Right, Tom, we will leave that there now. I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate your time. I will be travelling out for the fight, so I'll catch up with you out in Vegas.
You can get over, good luck. But please, people, get out there and show us some love. Feel the gypsy magic. Let it into your hearts, and you'll have a lot of luck tapping at your door. And back home, we need a lot of luck at the moment, don't we? All of us, with the pandemic, everything. So do your bit, great. Thank you.
Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
Good man.
Top man.